Okay, now back to Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
that's the name of the film. You put on the weight for this movie, which shows a certain kind of diligence, and a lot of people wouldn't do that, you know. And it's
laziness, really.
But yeah, but it's interesting you did this film because it's more of an all-out action thriller, but you're not the action role in it.
Right. He's an ordinary guy in an extraordinary set of circumstances. It's actually partially based on a real guy who, I won't give away the story, but there's this cloud over his head. He's in a bit of a pickle, and this opportunity, this call that he happens to pick up at his dispatch desk is from Ryder, who's played by John Travolta, and it's a hostage situation, and he wants a lot of money and all of this, and I get more and more involved, and because of the problem that my character has, this is an opportunity for him to redeem himself.
Okay, this is a clip from The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Pelham 1, 2, 3 to Rail Control Center. Do you read me?
Yes, I read you, Pelham 1, 2, 3. This is Control Center. Who is this?
It's me, man. I didn't want to call till everything was ready.
I understand, Pelham 1, 2, 3. Who the hell is this?
This is the man who's gonna rock the city. This is the man who's gonna give the city a run for the money. Now look up at your screen. You tell me what you see. You see what I've done?
I see it.
One car is much more manageable than 10 with the manpower I got. Mr. Motorman's gonna tell you all about it. Tell him what we got here.
They got hostages, lots of them,
And they got machine guns. Yeah, that's right. You checked it. You understand that?
I check, I understand.
I don't know. Denzel Washington, John Travolta, The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. That's out next Friday all over the UK. It's great fun. It must be fun when you make a movie like that, you come into a project like that, and when you see it finish on the screen and you know it works, you know, people are, you know, it achieves what it set out to achieve.
Right.
Because that can't, I guess, always be the case with films, is it?
No, it's not always the case. I mean, and even the scene you saw is just really the beginning of the screws tightening. It just gets more intense and intense, and John is, you know, I think he's such a good bad guy because he's actually such a good person.
Even when he's being evil on screen, you kind of like him.
You like him, yeah. I wish the second day of shooting, I'm playing the wrong part.
You're quite, I get the feeling, and I may be wrong, I get the feeling that not necessarily in terms of party politics or good, but you're quite a political person, quite a connected person, quite an involved person.
Well, you know, I'm for trying to make things better. I mean, I look at it like this, you know, I even say it in the movie. You never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. You know, you can't take it with you.
Yeah.
And be it money, talent, patience, love, whatever your gift is, you can't take it with you. So what are you going to do with it when you're here? Who have you lifted up? Who have you made better? Who have you helped out? Not how much do you have, but what you have. Some people have love, some have patience, some have money, some have fame. Whatever your talent is, we all have something. Help your fellow man. I mean, that's the way I look at it. At the end of the day, none of us are perfect. You know, none of us are angels, but you do the best you can with what you have.
That's what a marvellous sentiment. That's very rare. It's a lovely thing. I've heard this rumour, and it's I can see why this rumour would circulate. There's talk that maybe they will be making a film on the life of the new President of the United States, Barack Obama, and that your name has been thrown in the ring as the lead candidate to play him. And indeed, he said that he would like you to play him.
What happened was, from what I gathered, that they interviewed him.
Well, there's a photograph there where you... Well, I'll be honest with you, and I don't mean to disrespect the president, but you're... Now, what are you doing there, Denzel?
He's got bigger ears than me. No, he actually said that, actually. I'm just saying, just saying what the president said.
Well, he's given an impression there what you might look like with the president's ears.
You see?
It doesn't work. You look like someone out of Star Trek there with those ears. I think the man who's got the ears, of course, will be this actor right here. This is the
Will
guy.
Smith?
Yeah. Look at those lugs.
Yeah, there you go.
They're even big. Well, they're very similar there.
They kind of match, don't they?
Okay.
No, he actually mentioned myself and Will, and he actually jokingly said Will because their ears were similar.
But would you do it if the part came out? I mean, I guess it's early in his presidency for you to want to...
The story's not told yet.
Yeah.
You know, you got to have a story to tell. I mean, he's got enough on his plate than to be worrying about...
Worrying about you. But
yeah.
it seems like that story is certainly going to be worth telling, doesn't it, at the moment?
One day. You know, I played some real characters before, real people before, but it was 25 years after...
A long time after they stopped being that person.
I think you need some time.
Yeah. It's an exciting time, that, to be in America, though, isn't it?
Every day is an exciting time to me. To be on this side of the grass is exciting. You know what I mean? Just to be on this side of the grass is good. I mean, there's a hopefulness.
Yeah.
You know, he's pushing the agenda. He's shaking up the cabinet in the House of Representatives and the Senate. He's shaking things up. He's actually said to the rest of the world, hey, we like to talk. Imagine that. There's a novel idea.
And he's also saying we're not perfect now, and we weren't perfect, and we've made mistakes, which people didn't acknowledge before, did they?
Yeah,
so much?
you know, I mean, we had a rough 8 years before him. I mean, I give President Bush credit for keeping, or President Cheney, whichever one it was, credit for keeping the country safe. But he kind of isolated us from the rest of the world. I mean, I travel a lot, and it was embarrassing.
Have you been to the Oval Office? Have you visited since Barack Obama has become president?
I've been invited, but I haven't gone yet because everybody's been bum rushing the place. You know, everybody wants to be there. Oh, we taking pictures. I see every other day somebody else is there.
Yeah.
He's got enough on his plate. He invited me. I was so honored. He asked me to do two things. They had a big concert at the Lincoln Memorial, and he asked me to open the show, which was like 2 million people or whatever.
Yeah.
And then at his first inaugural ball, he asked me to introduce he and the First Lady for the first time, and introduce their first dance.
That's exciting.
And I was like, that's a long way for a kid from Mount Vernon, New York, and I'm like the President of the United States. That's not too bad.
But he'll get bored of you soon, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I think it's starting to happen already.
Yeah,
And he invited me to come play basketball with him.
What? No.
Now, yeah, he says, you know.
No, but what's
I
the
guess he-
protocol there? Because you can't beat him. You're
I'll
not allowed to beat the
the
president.
hell out of him. You kidding me? President again. Boom! Take that. Take that. I'll crush him like a grape.
Can I ask you, please? You've never worked with Quentin, have you?
No, he's never hired me.
Quentin.
He's never hired me.
Quentin, what's the problem with you? What's wrong with you? Why have you not ever written a film for Denzel? What's wrong with you?
I haven't been that lucky.
Okay. Well, are you going to do one now?
It would be my honor, and I'm really not just saying that. I think he is one of the best actors in the world.
Although I don't think the Barack Obama story would be safe in your hands. I don't know whether that's the one we want to bring you guys together on that. That's asking for trouble, isn't it?
Oh, man.
It's so nice to have you back. Thank you so much for coming
pleasure.
on the show. You must come back on if you're in town again. I'd love to have you here again, if you wouldn't mind. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great movie. Go see The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. It's out next Friday if you get the chance. Mr. Denzel Washington. Thank you. Great. Thank you so much. Terrific fun. Thank you.